see. It don't say. I can't see. If somebody put in the comments live on Facebook, I can't see nothing on Instagram. I do apologize, but if you can put in the comments if you can hear me or not. Well, somebody put in the comments if y'all can hear me, please, in the comment section. Anyway, hopefully y'all can hear me. We're back today with we're talking about this grid, using the grid to be able to help with your timing. So timing, like I said yesterday, I've been getting a lot of questions about timing issues and stuff like that. So I'm just giving you what has helped me. So and what has helped me was the grid, and I'll go back over the grid again. The grid, just utilizing your hands is this right here. It's All right, so that's the grid itself. So what I've done, and others have done this as well, is taking that grid and taking the accents and actually put them on the bass drum while you're holding the backbeat groove to it. So yesterday we dealt with the eighth notes on the hi-hat, right? So just to give you an example, it was 1, 2, ready, and my fault. And bloopers on us. So we utilized the eighth notes yesterday on the hi-hat. So today we just want to utilize the quarter notes. So just a quarter note pulse on the hi-hat and still move the bass drum while we're doing that. So to give you an example of that, that would be like this right here. 1, 2, ready, and so what's happening is you have to really, really, really have that meter running within your head. You have to have all those syncopations running in your head because there is so much space between here, right? There's so much space right there, right? So you got one E and a, E and a, E and a, E and a. All that space is happening in between there. So mentally, in your mind, you have to have those subdivisions, running in your head. All right, so let's try the whole warm up. Now, remember, we have a grouping of 4, and then a grouping of 2, and then a grouping of 1. All right, and all of this is just moving the accent within the partials. All right, so we're gonna do the whole thing. Here we go. We're gonna make an attempt to go through the whole thing without messing up. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. We're moving to the 2s. To the 1s. All right, so all that spacing in there, all this right here helps you with the timing internally. You really want to work on your internal clock. I'm 50-50, but I'm going to say this. You should use a metronome to play this for sure, for sure. But you should try it a couple of times without the metronome to see if you can hold that pattern. Actually, record yourself doing it without the metronome, and record the whole sequence doing it without the metronome, and then go back and listen at it. That'd be a way that you can see how your timing is doing there, as well. Do that, and then maybe possibly after you do that, try to line up your metronome with it. I'm not saying to get to be a stickler for that, because music does move. You know what I'm saying? So you can fluctuate. If you go back and listen to that, now I'm talking about from the gospel side, even probably like rock and roll and stuff like that as well. If you go back like to the 60s and to the 70s, especially in the gospel and stuff like that, they would start out with a tempo, and then the tempo would actually start moving. It would at the vamp of the song, at the end of the song, you would want that drive, so the tempo would actually increase just a little bit. So but in today's world now, everything is done specifically to that click, to the click track. Of course, you can program it where it speeds up a little faster towards the end, but most times everything is to that track. I mean, if you set it at 120, the whole song is going to be at 120. So, but again, like I said, music does move. So, you should be able to fluctuate. Even with the metronome, you can fluctuate just a little bit. You can't move a whole lot, but you can play behind the beat. You can play like right on the beat, or you can play like in front of the beat just a little bit. So again, like I said, I would practice this with the metronome, and then go back and practice it without the metronome, and then take that recorded excerpt that you've done without, and try to link it, try to match it to a metronome, just to see how good your timing is. All right, so that's just a little nugget for today. I'm gonna hang out just for a few minutes. If anybody have any questions, this is the grid, and we were on the beat today. Tomorrow we're gonna try to reach out and deal with the E, the one E, the E. So one E and a, two E and a, three E and a, doing the same pattern, and trying to find that spacing. So, all right, but I'm gonna hang out just for a few minutes. I cannot see you on the Instagram, but I can see you here on. Oh, I can't even see you here on Facebook either. But if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be able to answer, or at least try to answer them for you. So.